Hello from LoveLitCon in San Diego. Joining me now is Claire from Wild Sisters Book Company out of Sacramento. Made the nice drive down. Hi, Claire.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me. Let's go
course.
ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
Let's just jump right into all things book, all things beverages. What book made you fall in love with reading?
Oh man, I was always a reader as a kid. So, like as a kid, probably Ramona and Anne of Green Gables and Babysitter's Club. Probably Babysitter's Club is like
I can picture that.
Right? Yeah, Sweet Valley High from the grocery store. You can get them at the grocery store.
Yes.
They always had like the new one. Yeah.
Oh, you're the second person to bring up Sweet Valley High today.
Yeah.
So we're all in good
classic.
We're in good company.
Yeah. We're all aging ourselves.
So true.
Yeah.
So that's all right. I was looking at data for the podcast recently, and I do feel like the average listener is well within the age range.
they get it.
Which tracks makes a whole lot of sense. So
Totally.
I know, it was funny. We were looking at them, and I was like, yeah, all of this makes sense.
Yeah, it does, right? Yeah.
We don't have any, weird, random...
Right. No outliers.
What was your most recent read, or what are you reading right now?
So right now I've been reading, so it's really funny. I will read a ton in like September, October, November, like in the fall. And there's something about January reset for the store and life that like it takes me forever to finish a book. So I've been reading this book called Black Public Joy. It's a nonfiction book about how Black people, especially Black women, like just relate to public spaces and how their joy is often, it's definitely judged, but sometimes even criminalized. And so it's just super fascinating. So it's not like a romance book, but I'm often reading a romance, but I haven't been reading that one.
No, that's okay. I mean, I know we're here for romance literature, which we all love, and because we all need happily ever afters and
totally.
Rapunzels.
Yep.
But we like to talk about a lot of different
Yeah. So that happens to me. It's funny because normally I do have a romance on deck, and that's
no, that
that's
sounds so interesting. I'm not much of a nonfiction reader, but I would be really curious to.
Last year I started because I've always made it a point to like read diversely, and so because I noticed I was getting into a rut of not just romance, but like white cis romance. And so it's like, no. So now I do in every other, I look and I'm like, oh, last time it was, a white cis one. So this time it's going to be queer, or next time it's going to be, POC or Black or whatever, or nonfiction or a genre I don't. And I try to like actually kind of file through my brain.
Yeah.
And pick that way. Yeah. So I'm really proud of last year. Last year I did a lot of really cool reading that I would not have if I hadn't like decided, no, I have to be more intentional with that.
Yeah, really purposeful. Thankfully, this podcast does that a lot for me.
Yeah.
With the authors, but I hear you. Making a conscious decision to be really intentional about it is super important. Yep. What is a book you always recommend?
Ooh, Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
Okay, I've never read this one.
It's Japanese magical realism. There's a little bit of romance in it. It is it's short. I don't know if it's quite a novella, but it is short. So like if someone's telling me that they're in a reading slump, it's a great one to break the slump. Each chapter tells like a different story of people going to this magical cafe that takes you to the past, but you can only go to the past with somebody that you've previously been to the cafe for, and you cannot change the future. You can't change outcomes, but you can get closure. It's really, I'm getting chills just thinking. It's really good. I know. And there's like 5 or 6 books in this series.
I'm obsessed.
They're so good. Yeah.
I haven't even read it.
So good. That's the one.
I just love that concept.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one.
Immediately going into.
Yeah. Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
Yes. Oh, I love. Okay. Who is an author you haven't met yet and are dying for the opportunity?
Oh, gosh. That is such a good question. So it's funny because I'm not like reading their books is I'm always happy. I'm a bookstore owner, so we see a lot of authors. So I don't have any that I'm like, you know what? I take it back. I'm not even gonna lie. Mary Kay Andrews. Because that woman is sassy. I don't know if you're familiar with her online and her. Can we swear on here?
You can.
Do we swear? She gives no fucks. She's done. She's done. I desperately do want to meet her. I desperately, Mary Kay, if you're out there, please.
You could come on the pod too.
You can go on your pod. I come on my pod. I mention it all the time on our podcast. Like my podcast partner's like, I have a surprise guest. I'm like, is it Mary Kay? She's like, would you just stop?
Stop with the Mary Kay. Like, all right, so there's a couple podcasts out there, Mary Kay. If you ever,
we want it.
If you ever hear this, and you have no filters.
No filters. You can say
come,
what you want.
Yeah,
we can. I'm ready to throw down at any given moment.
I feel like let's do a campaign to make this happen.
I screenshot her, like, the things that she's, because she gets real sassy, you guys, with the president, and I support that. And also I'll screenshot something, like, unhinged thing that she says and send it to my staff in our group chat all the time, like, Mary Kay's MKA, she's going!
I love it.
We love our MKA.
Yes. Okay. Are you an annotator or pristine pages?
So annotating isn't like something that people were doing. Guys, I'm old. Like I'm an older gal. And so it's not like that's fairly my kids do it.
Really?
Yeah, they're 20-something cools. They do it, but I'm like I would get so distracted. So no, I don't. I've never even it makes me think of school. So no.
I can't imagine. I know it's a really big thing and people make them really pretty and then they post these super aesthetic pictures.
Yeah, I did see my friend was who's an author, Sierra Godfrey. She's also my podcast partner. She was telling me that there was like a group who they annotate a book, an arc for an author and like will give it to them. I think that's super cool. That I think, I'm like, if you have your friend, so Sierra, stop listening if you're listening. That might be a surprise for you for your next release. I think it'd be really cool if a bunch of her friends did that. Annotating and giving it to, so like as somebody who, maybe I'll do that for author gifts who come. Because that I think is cool. Like it's somebody who has, but for my own self, no.
I love that idea. Full
right?
support.
Like I feel like that'd be a really great
As a gift?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Guys, don't steal it. Let me do one first.
Everyone hold.
Hold. And when you see me post that I did it, finally.
Then you can go.
Let's be real. It'll take me like 6 months to get my crap together and do it. If someone else is faster, fine.
I also, but for myself, I can't. Would it probably make my life a lot easier when it comes to podcasting about books? 100%.
100%. Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm a big rereader, and I know if I annotate up a book, I'm not going to. It'll take me out at every step.
Yeah.
So, but my daughter, she has a book that she's read 3, 4, 5 times, and she annotates it like a different color every time or something. I honestly don't know if that's how she does it, but it's like full of annotations, and it kind of makes my skin itch a little bit.
That makes my brain hurt thinking about it.
Yes. I mean, I love it for everybody who does it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, happy for you on that journey.
Happy to take that journey. I will provide you the little posties and the glitter and the highlighters. Yes.
Cool pens.
All for it. Sticker. Let's do it. I can't do it. Don't do it to my books.
What is your favorite book adaptation?
Like to a movie?
Yeah, or a series.
Or just a different I never read the books, so this is probably not the same thing. But I freaking loved Vampire Diaries. The chokehold Vampire Diaries had on me as a like grown ass woman with children. Grown ass woman. Damon Forever. I just saw an interview with him recently, and he was like, I just don't understand the Damon appeal. I was like, have you looked at Are you kidding? He's sarcastic.
Yes.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about any of it. I don't know. Maybe it's my toxic trait. It's so funny because my husband couldn't be more of a golden retriever if he tried.
Same.
Right? Like, but Damon Spike from Bussy. Oh, please.
Yeah. Oh man, I
don't want to live with them, but I definitely am entertained by them.
Yeah, but I loved to watch and read those morally great.
Stefan was get out of here.
Oh yeah,
get out of here.
I'm right. The Vampire Diaries, the chokehold that.
Yeah, but I never read the books.
I didn't read the books either.
I feel like one of my kids, maybe my sister read a few, and we're like, oh, that's different. That's not like how the show went, which I think is pretty. Outlander was a very faithful, very good representation of that's probably the best. It's the best because everything they changed, I would change for TV. Like, it makes sense. I don't feel cheated as a reader. As someone has stuck, God, lady, if you die, Diana Gabaldon, before you finish this freaking series, I will send MKA on you.
We're gonna send her on a social media tirade.
I don't even know if she reads Outlander. I feel like she might. Anyway.
I feel like she might. I'm right there with you. That is one where I'm like,
you better finish this series.
Better. Yeah. Are you caught up on the
I am.
series?
And the last Diana Gabaldon, I know you're listening. Plug your ears. The last 2 books were a little chunky, a little slow. But that last third, or even the last quarter, edge of my seat. And I was like, where was this energy in page 10, ma'am? What? And then she ended it on a cliffhanger? Screw you.
All the more reason that we need to
I know. I'm like, yes. And that was like 2 years ago. Let's go.
Seriously. Oh, the passion I have. Oh, yeah. For Outlander.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Love it. I think I bring up Outlander.
And I will say, I skip the rapey parts. I know I can tell when they're coming, and I fully so if there's holes in the plot, I don't care because I just don't read it. So I fully in the I think there's a third of the first book I just didn't read because he was in prison or whatever. So, and I was like, don't need it. Same with the show. I fully it's that episode. No, we will tune back in. I do not need to be entertained by that. I do not need to be. Nope. No, thank you.
Yeah, because I've rewatched the show multiple times, and people are like, "Oh, I'm like, I skip those.
I skip it. Yeah, there's no way. It doesn't need it. We don't need it to. Nope.
But I watch all the parts that I want to watch.
All the other parts.
So,
yes.
Okay, we could talk about this forever. It's clearly you have a podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I am a squirreler. Yes, you could. Yes, I am a podcaster. I'm a chatty Cathy. Sorry.
No, I love it. If we had all the time, I'd be like, yeah, let's.
I know. Let's double it
up. But I do want your story. I want to know how Wild Sisters Book Co. came to be.
So it's funny. I'm 46. And so when I was in college is when You've Got Mail came out. And when that movie came out, all my friends were like, dude, that's you. You are Meg Ryan. You are a bookstore owner at heart. And I was studying, I don't know what I was studying, to be honest. I got my MRS and then I had babies. So I didn't finish college. And I think it's because that was always kind of my path. I don't know if when you were in school, they were doing those career tests. They were still doing that when I was in school.
Yes.
And I remember getting retail and being offended.
I got wedding planner.
Yeah, and I was like, retail? What the fuck are you talking about?
I love that movie with J-Law.
Oh, totally. But I don't want to do that. I was like, this is crazy. And I wanted to be a journalist. That was going to be my life.
I wanted to be a foreign correspondent.
Yep. I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to talk about the news. And ended up not doing that either. I freelance wrote for a lot of publications until bloggers started working for free. And, well, here we are.
Very similar lives.
Yeah, so thanks a lot, bloggers. Taking my job. And so when my sister, it was in the pandemic, and my sister one day was on TikTok, and she's like, oh, it'd be so fun to open a store, because there was this sister couple friends that were going viral for randomly buying a used bookstore in one state and then moving it to another state. And so they were recording how to do this. And I was all, oh, that would be fun. I've already thought about this. And I know exactly where we do it. And it was during the pandemic, so everything was closed. So I was like, you want to get in the car and go see what I'm thinking? And my sister's like, sure. And so we got in the car. It was January of 2021. We got in the car. We drove to the spot that this was literally for the plot for fun, because we were bored. And we looked, and it had a for rent sign in the window, and we were like, for the plot, for fun. My sister calls and goes, how much is it? And it was so cheap. It was I was like, oh, that's cheap. For the plot, for fun. And later we're telling my husband over dinner what we did for the day. And he's like, that's all it was for rent? And I go, yeah. He goes, you could do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? You could do? He's like, you could do that. write a business plan, you could do that. And so we wrote a business plan, and my poor sister was like, I was just talking about freaking TikToks and vibes, and you made me open a bookstore. So the whole business. So like it was always my future. My sister, the other wild sister, she has since gone back to grad school for social work, which is her. Like that's always been what she wanted. So she did open the store with me. She did work with me for a couple of years. Now she's doing grad school and like comes and helps out whenever. But yeah, it was just like literally for the plot. And then my husband's like, nah, I think you could do that. And it'll be 5 years in June.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so so that happened in January. We were open by June 10th of 2021.
Wow.
In less than 6 months. Yep.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
Insane.
gosh. That's
insane.
But the best story.
Yeah,
like,
no, super fun.
Honestly, couldn't be more bookish.
Right? Like it needs to be a movie or something. Guys, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any
I think that there needs to be like an Abbott Elementary or about like bookstore life. We constantly just ridiculous things
this
happen
is
all
one
the
of
time.
my questions is I was like, I want to know whatever you can, Jared.
Yeah.
Like something memorable that's happened. If it's like a crazy funny story, what sticks out?
I think what's really funny to me, like there's no real like crazy that I can think off the top of my head. They're probably, my daughters or my employees are probably like, are you kidding me? There's all kinds of stuff. But what cracks me up is my daughter, who's 17, works for us. And we've noticed that if you have a softer demeanor or come across younger, there's a certain demographic of customer that treats them really badly. They're just kind of like very forceful with them, a little condescending, not very nice. And my daughter's been working since we opened, so she was like 12 or 13. She's 17, almost 18 now. So she's had a lot of experience being talked down to, being yelled at, like just being treated generally not great. And she has kind of overcome that. And she tells me, I asked her one time, I was like, oh, you don't seem to be bothered by, this kind of behavior anymore. And she goes, no, I just started gentle parenting them. And I go, gentle parenting? She's like, yeah, if I like talk to them really nicely and respectfully and just when they say something passive, because it's always very passive aggressive and rude, she'll just match their energy. Like they'll be like, oh, you should have figured that out. And she's like, you know what, you're right. I really should have figured it out. But you know what, that didn't happen. So let's work together first. And because she's like just not rising to the occasion, they tend to peter out and completely treat it. Yeah. Y'all know what demographic I'm talking about.
We all know.
It starts with B and ends with Umer.
And it's so passive.
And they're not all like that. So if you're listening and you're saying that's not me, it's not all men, it's not all booners, it's not all, okay, it's not talking about you then. But some of your peers need some work.
They need some
gentle parenting.
They need some gentle parenting or someone to call them out. I was just reading this story recently too of someone that was talking about, or it was actually someone that witnessed it and how it was in line at a grocery store and this guy somehow, he didn't even cut the person off, but this demographic was behind and just started berating this guy. He opened up like a bag he had, pulled out his headphones, put them in his ear, and then stood there and just didn't even. And this person just kept going and going. And I was like, I'm gonna take that. I'm stealing that energy.
It's just like I'm not. You don't need. Yeah, totally. Steal that energy and just don't give it to them. And it's not just boomers. We've definitely had issues with. It's people, right? People sometimes. We love our customers. We really do. But once in a while. And I've kind of told my staff, like, a lot of it is projection and it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with, like, every interaction before you.
100.
And sometimes it's family. It's, right? And so if you can kind of separate yourself from whatever crazy thing. And sometimes it's they're upset because, like, we made a mistake, right? A special order didn't come in or something happened. And so we're the brunt of it. Did we do something wrong? Yes. Are we the reason for this behavior? No. But we are the straw that broke the camel's back. And so we do try to, like, I tell them, it's like, acknowledge that, like, validate their feelings, but then also, like, don't. That's a big thing. I know it's not glamorous. fun story.
No, I think it's I love it. It's real, and no matter, even if you're not working in a bookstore,
Yeah.
we've all experienced this, and yeah, and especially today, like things just feel a little bit more hostile.
Totally.
So
yeah, it's all project. Yeah, if I'm grumpy out in public, trust me, it's because I thought too hard about certain files or people in office or something, and I'm real cranky about it.
It's because
and I'm perimenopausal. Like, let's add a hot flash into this.
That was, oh my gosh, literally. So I was talking to one of my co-hosts the other day, prepping for all of this, and like, it had nothing to do with LoveLitCon, I promise. But like, we get on it, and she was just like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Forewarning, I'm having a day where if I stub my toe,
right,
I'm done.
Done.
I was
done.
Like, I was like, so I'm giving you that now. I was like, I promise. Like, I was like, there's nothing major crisis.
Right.
Happening.
It's just happening. Yeah. I will walk into the store some days, and my manager, who is a saint, I'll be like, I'm just a little cranky today. Just FYI. Like, that's where my head's at. Like, I'm sorry.
It happens. I want to get honestly to a lot, but I know we don't have a ton.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like, I am a chatty.
But you do have an upcoming reading retreat.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do.
Can you please tell me about
Yeah,
this?
totally. It is March. I have to think about, like, what are the dates everybody else is coming versus when I'm going. So 12th through the 15th up in Ferndale, California. We do have, so the hotel is owned by some dear friends of ours, like lifelong friends of ours. So when they bought the hotel, I was like, we're obviously having a reading retreat. And they actually have they have like a hotel and a motel right across the street from each other. And we're doing both properties. The hotel has just a couple of rooms left, but the motel has a lot of rooms left. Not a lot, but a bunch. So definitely this week is like the time to come. We're going to send out our book boxes because we are doing a pre-conference like book club.
Fun.
So you'll read the book. We'll talk about it at the conference, but you'll get it ahead of time. If you register by the end of next week. After that, I probably will not be able to send it to you in time. So just FYI.
I will do everything I can to get this episode out.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, so it's $350 for the conference part. The rooms are extra, and you can call the hotel. They blocked off our dates on the website so that nobody else could book it. Super nice. Exclusive. So, but I am going to probably have them release so they can book other people if they want to in the next couple of weeks. So, so you just get and there's like an itinerary on our website, wildsistersbookcode.com. Little tab says retreat, and then it'll have like a basic schedule of like events. So yeah, we're gonna have like a book swap and crafts in the evenings, the days. Eureka is a beautiful little town. Ferndale is cute little town, great bookshop. So we have like
stayed there one night.
Yeah. So it's funny. Eureka feels like, I imagine, because I've never been to the East Coast. It has like this because it's Northern California and it's cold. It has like this, makes me feel like Boston in the winter. It's not. It's California, but like it's.
I mean, I was wearing a sweater when I was there.
Right, and as a California girl, I'm like, sweaters, clearly. East Coast snow, it's a blizzard.
As a Florida girl, I was
it's like 40 degrees.
It's a little bit brisk out here, gonna have to, but it's like
totally, which is ridiculous because I was raised in Missouri until I was 14. So, but
Iowa.
So clearly I've forgotten. I can't hang at all. One season, maybe two, is just fine for me. Oh, I'm a California girl.
It sounds incredible. I would love to go.
Yeah, please.
For anyone who isn't local to Sacramento, can't make it to the reading retreat, are there still ways that they can support Wild Sisters Book Co?
Heck yeah. I mean, online. Shop online. If you can't shop, definitely like follow us, share, tell people about us. Anytime like we post something store specific that you're like, oh, that's cool, feel free to share it. But we are in a capitalist hellscape, so shopping is super helpful.
We are. So if you're going to contribute to it, shop at an indie bookstore.
Don't give it to Bezos. Give it to us. Or if you're like, oh, I have a lot of bookstores I want to support, bookshop.org is such a good way, or Libro.fm.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Libro.fm. It's such great ways to just overarching support indie bookstores. But yeah, we have storefronts on both of those too. I'm an audiobook lover.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We will be sure to link to all of that in the podcast notes so that it's easy for everybody too.
Yeah.
But this was so much
you.
fun.
Yeah. And I got to plug Heart Racers podcast because Sierra will kill me if I don't.
Yes.
So also listen to our podcast.
And I can link to that in the podcast notes too. So just hit follow. I will just say that for all podcasts.
Right. Please follow.
Hit follow. It takes 2 seconds. Not even. It takes half a second.
I'm salty a lot.
So, I can't wait to listen. I'm so excited. Have the best time at LoveLitCon. Thanks so much, Claire.
Thanks for having me. This is super fun, and I can't wait to see what's going on in the last 30 minutes.
I know. Cheers.
All right. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening. The Narratives and Nightcaps podcast is a production of The Craft Co. with intro music created by Remington Haynes.
Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow at Narratives and Nightcaps on Instagram or visit our website, narrativesandnightcaps.com.
Sign up for our newsletter to always know what we're reading next, which authors are joining us on the show, and for extra bookish and beverage info.
Connect with our additional co-hosts, Jordan and Emily, as well.
You can find me on Instagram at Cozy Reads and Sips.
And you can find me on Instagram at books.bottles.
Cheers!
Cheers.